First of all, let me introduce a little bit of flash flood in cities can be happen. So, the most frequent and destructive hydrometeorological occurrence in Malaysian cities is flash flooding. Particularly, the nation's capital city witnessing more flash floods than in the past. Flash floods are typically caused by a sudden rise in water level, high wind speeds, and a lot of debris in places that have had rapid development. So, we have chosen Teras Kajang Expressway to build a road innovation to overcome the flash flood problem. Through what we explore, we have already identified and found out the main cause of flash flood on the expressway. Development problems and blocked drains in that area are among the main cause of flash floods. First, many developments in the past were not equipped with a receiver system due to development of the Eco-Friendly Drainage Manual, which is MSMA. There are places where there are no reservoirs, especially old development areas. If this old development was built on higher ground, when it rains, the water will enter the ditches, rivers, and continue to flow to the lower areas. So as a result, low-lying areas are at risk of flooding. Second, drainage problems are caused by rubbish being thrown into drains, intentionally or unintentionally causing the drains to become clogged and cause flooding. These flash floods occur during heavy rains and are supported by blocking drains, possibly due to dumping or rubbish or as a result of poorly managed constructive activities. So, from the previous video, we can see how the top is permeable works. So now, I will explain that function more detail. Top is permeable is a kind of porous pavement that lets water seep through rather than flow off the surface. Top is permeable has the purpose of reducing the amount of stormwater runoff during a flood by allowing the water to permeate the pavement and seep into the ground rather than run off the surface. By lowering the risk of flooding and erosion, for example, this can help to lessen the effects of floods on local water, resource and infrastructure. Oil, grease, heavy metals, and other chemicals that might be present on the pavement can be removed from the water in this way, helping to reduce pollution and contamination. So, we move to our SDG. The Sustainable Development Goal, which is SDG 6, is relevant to top is permeable since it aims to ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. Top is permeable can be utilized in locations where there is a particular worry about the quality of stormwater runoff, such as close to the delicate aquatic ecosystem, or in locations where the water quality is already poor. Top is permeable can aid in the protection and restoration of local water resources and the accomplishment of SDGs by lowering the quantity and enhancing the quality of stormwater runoff. The purpose of the drain is to help manage the amount of water during floods and reducing the possibility of flooding in the surrounding area. This may involve collecting and draining water in the catchment from a larger area or catchment from a smaller area such as a street or parking lot. A smart tunnel that directs water to the ocean will connect to this drain. The drain will create to cover its surface, which will assist prevent the drain from becoming clogged with debris, which can lower the risk of flooding and enhance the drain's general functionality. This grating also gives drains or other water management system ventilation or airflow. Gratings can be utilized to let airflow through drains or other systems, lowering the possibility of odors, gas leaks, and other issues. Now, we move to the SDG. An efficient drainage system can lessen the effect of floods on roads and other transportation infrastructure. Highway may be better equipped to handle floods and other extreme weather events by maintaining a solid drainage system, lowering the risk of damage to traffic infrastructure. This is consistent with SDG 11 overarching objective, which is to increase inclusiveness, safety, resiliency, and sustainability and human settlement.
Next, One type of road innovation that can be used to reduce the effects of floodings is smart tunnels. Smart tunnel will monitor the water level inside the tunnel and automatically control the flow of water to prevent floodings by using sensors and other technologies. Sensors in the tunnel are constantly working to monitor the water level and also provide real-time data on the severity of flood, which is why this is happening. The smart tunnel system will alert authorities and emergency services so they can take immediate action if water level reach critical levels, and automatic gates and barriers may be activated to control water flows and prevent floodings. So, let's move to the SDG for the smart tunnel. The appropriate SDG for smart tunnel is SDG 9, which is Industry, Innovation and Infrastructure. We choose this SDG 9 because the smart tunnel is a sophisticated technology to overcome the flood problem more efficiently. As we all know, Malaysia already has smart tunnel, but the smart tunnel that were built are still unable to cope with flood efficiently. So, we are innovating a new smart tunnel that has more advanced technology like the Japanese country to ensure that the flood problem can be dealt with. The smart tunnel that we innovate has characteristics such as 20 meter diameter and 50 depth in order to accommodate more water, and the water system runs smoothly. To add stability and support to building and engineering projects, lightweight polystyrene foam is frequently employed as a last hour innovation. Despite some water infiltration characteristics, polystyrene foam is a water permeable. As a result, it will permit water to permeate and penetrate the soil. Compared to more conventional materials like concrete or stone, polystyrene foams are substantially lighter. Therefore, polystyrene foam's buoyancy can help keep them in place during periods of torrential rain or flooding. Next, let's move to the SDG for geofoam polystyrene. The manufacture, transportation and installation of polystyrene geofoam requires competent personnel which can create employment opportunities and support economic growth, which is a component of SDG 8 regarding decent work and economic growth. Next, I will talk about subkecauan, which is Environmental Management System known as EMS. EMS is in place to start creating sustainable highway system in Kuala Lumpur. The EMS must contain methods to reduce the environmental impacts of highway construction and operation, such as dust and noise control, waste management, and energy efficiency to achieve the environmental and water management criteria. So, the drain was selected as a sub-criteria 1. The drain is designed along with a gratings which is intended to prevent large size waste from entering the drain, which can be prevented from being blocked, and there will be no water pollution. EMS also assists firms in identifying and evaluating flood hazards associated with their operation and activities. This can assist them in taking preventive measures to limit the possibility of floodings and its consequences. As a result, this issue will be able to contribute to the attainment of SDG 11, which is Sustainable Cities and Communities. Drain that work systematically that make EMS can help in reducing the environmental impacts of urbanization or highways and make cities more sustainable.
Stormwater runoff can have a big impact on how severe a flood event is. Stormwater runoff, which is occur when there is a flood, is the water that runs off the ground and into river, stream and other body of water. Through the use of drainage system that collect and direct stormwater runoff from the road, the amount of stormwater runoff can be attributed to smart tunnel. This is because the smart tunnel can help to reduce the danger of flash flood in the tunnel and nearby road system. Depending on the position in the tunnel, a smart tunnel may be able to capture and manage different amount of stormwater runoff. For example, a tunnel equipped with a drainage system intended to collect and transport stormwater runoff to a catchment that can handle more runoff that place along the tunnel that are closer to the catchment. The quantity of stormwater runoff can be linked to a Sustainable Development Goal or SDG. The SDG 9 aims to build resilient infrastructure to promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization and foster innovation. So, the effectively is to manage the stormwater runoff and help to support the development of resilient infrastructure that can extend the effect of extreme weather events such as heavy rain. So that smart tunnel have been provided to efficiently control the high amount of stormwater runoff. Stormwater runoff quality. The chemical and physical characteristic of the water that flow over the land surface during the and after a rainfall event such as rain is referred to as stormwater runoff quality. Poor water quality can affect the aquatic habitats and contaminate drinking water supplies. The ecosystem and human health may be significantly affected by the quality of the stormwater runoff during flood. One type of coral pavement that can be used to control the quality of the stormwater runoff is top-mid permeable. The top-mid permeability which allow water to seep into the soil instead of flowing over the surface and into the drainage system that can help to reduce the amount of stormwater runoff generated. This can reduce the possibility of erosion and flooding. The permeability of top-mid assists in filtering pollutant and silt that stormwater runoff may carry into stream, river and other water bodies by allowing stormwater runoff to pass through the pavement surface and into the soil beneath. So it can help to improve water quality and preserve water quality downstream. SDG 6, which aim to ensure the availability and sustainable to manage of water and sanitation for all. If the quality of stormwater runoff is poor, it can contaminate drinking water source and harm aquatic ecosystem. So, making it difficult to achieve of SDG 6 by managing of the stormwater runoff effectively and reducing the release of pollution and contaminant in the environment, it is possible to protect the quality of water and support the achievement of SDG 6. The top-mid permeable capable of managing stormwater runoff effectively.
Fourth sub-criteria of environmental and water management, which is the ecosystem protection and preservation. The goal of ecosystem protection and preservation is to guarantee that ecosystems survive and recover while minimizing the harm that floods cause to the environment. By providing a wide range of ecosystem service such as purifying water and soil formation, ecosystem protection and preservation during floods can also support economic growth and employment. It can aid in lowering the likelihood of natural disasters like floods and droughts that can also harm employment and economic growth. Ecosystem can be protected and preserved by reducing the harmful effects of human activity on the environment and assuring ecosystem survival and recovery. The risk of erosion may be decreased by reducing the amount of water stored on the slope. The slope can remain stable over time, as geoform is also durable and strong because it is immune to the elements and UV rays. This reduces the risk of landslides, which can adversely affect the environment and habitat. Sustainable Development Goal (SDG 8) is to promote sustainable, inclusive, and long-term economic growth, comprehensive and decent work and productive employment for all. And it can be linked to ecosystem preservation and protection by helping to reduce the risk of natural disasters that can adversely affect economic growth and employment. This can promote the achievement of SDG 8. The conclusion to our project is Malaysia is often visited by natural disasters such as flash floods as a result of weather aspects and as well as human. The innovation we have made are top-mid permeable, drain with grating, polystyrene geofoam, and smart tunnel. These 4 innovations have been assigned based on their functions, advantage, and effects of use. The technological and design innovation we do on the highway can significantly contribute to the achievement of various sustainable development goals. Top-mix permeable, which is a porous pavement that allows water to seep into the ground, and it can also control the quality of stormwater runoff. This top-mix permeable, which can be compatible with SDG 6, which is clean water and sanitation. Drains with filter that are built systematically will make the environmental management system improve and run smoothly. This drain can be linked to SDG 11, which is sustainable cities and communities. Geoform polystyrene can add stability and support to the highway, thus helping in the preservation and protection of the ecosystem. However, it can also allow water to seep into it. The SDG that parallels this innovation is SDG 8, which is decent work and economic growth. The innovation of the smart tunnel is to monitor the water and also control the flow of water to prevent flooding. The smart tunnel can accommodate the high quality of stormwater runoff because the smart tunnel we built has a diameter of 20 meter and a depth of 50 meter. This smart tunnel can be linked to SDG 9, which is industry, innovation, and infrastructure. The goal to overcome flooding on the highway has already been fully achieved as desired in the project taken.